Yeah. Hello, guys. Dolly is back. Now I I'm a talk. I do more of talking than writing, and thank God for the opportunity to express oneself through other means without writing, like talking. And some people can even start broadcasting over the radio or the television, on a way to express yourself, pass some informations. The last video that I did yesterday, I tagged it for kids because I was talking about bully. I was talking about the fact that I've experienced bullying. That's why I tagged it for kids. And at the same time, I also spoke with parents. You see, you don't have to have plenty money. No. You just have to get your head straight into what you're doing with your children or with your child, as the case may be. For example, make sure that his or her uniform is always clean. Even if it takes you not to eat, just to make sure that your child, the child doesn't have to wear 5,000 naira school sandal now. Even if the school sandal cuts, you can get Aboki to sew it now. Don't allow the child to be wearing torn cloth. Even if the cloth is torn, you can sew it now, neatly sew it, or give it to Obioma. Or all this tailor on your street, just beg one of them, Jobami not sew it. Just help me sew, and make sure the child's clothes is clean. You see, when a child is clean, it passes information to even the school authority that this child is well taken care of, and as such should be cared after, to be looked after. I didn't show you also. Because bullies, they start by the way the child, I said girl because I'm a girl, the way the child looks. When the child uniform is torn, except the child is a stubborn one, I'm not the stubborn child. I wasn't the stubborn child, but eventually I will get there. I will gist you people. Do you know that there was a time, I was talking about uniforms in my last video. I was talking about the uniform that my sister wore, blah blah blah, and I started wearing them. And even the socks, she had so many stockings. She had so many stockings, but I was the person that was wearing all of them eventually. That's after she had worn a Toti Woku, I started wearing, and eventually I stopped. I just didn't want to wear again, because it was either brown, it was either the band has expanded and falling, one leg is not matching the other one, so I just stopped wearing. It did not stop there. I admired Browness. I wanted to join Browness. And my sister was a Browness, so she had Browness uniform. So when she went to secondary school, I picked the Browness uniform, and then I started going for Browness. Upon getting to the Browness, they used to do the Browness this thing on the field in my primary school then. And I realized that I'm the only person wearing this type of uniform. The color of the uniform had changed too. It has even changed now, gone safe. The color of the uniform had changed too. So, but I was still going, but eventually I lost interest. I didn't go again, and nobody asked after me. Mrs. I'll not mention her name. The teacher that was hankering brownies. She didn't even ask after me. She was a lady. You know? She didn't even ask after me. Now, I wanted to be active, just not to be known. Because I didn't know I didn't know the wanting to be known style, you know. But I just wanted to be active. I just wanted to, to be me. So I couldn't join brownies again. I went to join gymnastic. But that gymnastic, I did it well. We used to wear knicker and white top and canvas. I've been at trainers, anyone. But my mommy bought me one canvas, not trainers. You know, there is a difference between canvas and trainers. So she bought me canvas, trainers. She bought me canvas, not trainers. She bought me canvas, not trainers. Trainers, okay, Latibo, Sibo. She didn't buy me trainers, she bought me canvas. So I did gymnastic. That one, I did it. I did during inter-house sports, I showed, I jumped, I did this, I jumped on somebody's shoulder, somebody touched on my shoulder, and I was small. So I was able, they were able to throw me from one place to another. That one was fun. I was in Red House. And that Red House, we used to sit down on the floor during PE, during sports, not PE, during sports. And I used to wear one kind of red knicker. I was not, forget the fact that flesh has covered it too. I was steering, I was like this. I was like this too. But that knicker was already tight. Despite the fact that I was like this. It was already tight, but I was still wearing it. So when I sit down on the floor, tambolo, this small red insect that used to bite people, it was there plenty. So once I sit down like this, tambolo will start biting me. Primary school days, oh my God. That one is gone. Do you know that there was a time that I was asked to repeat, I think primary 4. I was asked to repeat because I scored 49 over 100 instead of 50 over 100. So that's one mark made them to tell me to repeat. I passed all other subjects, but that particular one mark, I remember the teacher's name, the head teacher's name. If I call his name now, he will remember. If he hears me now, he will know that he's Otin Soromi. The name is on my list like this. I feel like calling it. He said I should repeat. And then my mom said, like, only repeat. She's not going to repeat. And sorry, I have to wear my glasses. My eye. So I said I should repeat too. And my mom said no, that I was not going to repeat. So my mom went to the school, was having issues with them. I was in that repeated primary 4 class. Instead of me to go to primary 5, I was in the class, So they now said that I should come and do another exam. When my mommy has already knew, so they now concluded that I should do another exam. Once I do another exam, they will use it to judge. My mom said, blah, blah, blah. Hey! Remember that I said I was not a brilliant student. Neither was I a dull student. I was so scared. Yes, I didn't want to repeat. Who likes to repeat now? I didn't want to repeat. But I was so scared to write the exam. I wrote the exam. Only me, of course, only me. And I scored 70 over 100. My mom started shouting, That was how I got promoted to primary 5. So what I'm trying to say is that I have sin. Ojú ti rí gan. As a matter of fact, I is still seeing. I is still seeing. Yorubas used to say, Omakpelaye ojú ẹ ò ní rí bí irọ́ ló pa, or something. They used to make such away or something. Abi Omapelaye Olojo Oniribi. You know, they usually speak it one kind of way like that. That's one that wants to stay on earth will see negative things, and I think that's not the way it should be. Ṣèbá àwọn èèyàn ló sọ, ṣèbí it's people that said it, which we can also say that is mo máa pẹ́ láyé ojú mi ò ní rí bí, I will be alive, live long, and I will never see evil. That's what we should be proclaiming to ourselves. Do you know that was how I stopped going to Brownies? Do you know that was how I stopped being in Red House? I stopped being in Red House because of the Tambolo, and I went to Blue House. But I wasn't registered. The school did not put me in Blue House. But because of the Tambolo, and there was nobody I could report to, you know, I shall joined Blue House. And it was Blue House that I was till I left in primary 6. So, do you know that that's my primary school? We had nursery 1, nursery 2, primary 1 to 6. That's about 8 different sections, right? And of course, what I'm trying to say is that a lot of children were in the school. Were plenty. There are plenty. You know now, it's more like a public school. It's a military school. Okay. Let me say it. I attended Command Children's School, Anne's Barracks, Yaba. So you can imagine how the school was. A lot of children, you know. And after school, I would wait for my mom to come and pick me. I would sit in front of the school gate. The school gates would have been locked. It's a barracks. The school is inside the barracks. So there was maybe there should still be a military houses. That is military that living there. Then military offices too, and military primary school. You know now. Do you guys know Command Children's School? That one that is close to Our Lady at Yaba. Very close to Sabo. Very close to that court. That's the school that I'm talking about now. You people understand what I'm saying. So, I'll sit in front of the school under one particular tree. Every child, every teacher would have left the school. Only Dolapo will be waiting for her mommy. I'll be there because my mom was working in the Ministry of Education, and she would close from work before coming to pick me. So eventually, she now decided that I should be following some family. Those ones used to stay at the bus stop after our bus stop. The house. The man is a military man as well. He's still alive. He's a military man as well, and he's got wives, and he's got children. Okay, sorry. Let me phonate. He's got children. You know. Let me phonate. So he's got one in my class, 2 or 3 behind me, he has behind me. I will not call their name out, but I'll count. About 5 children, my junior. Then one, may her soul rest in peace. She was my mate. And then he's got 2, where my senior, a year and, senior above me. So I started following them to their house. When I go to their house, their dad used to take us for lesson. Do you people want to know what my eyes saw in that house? Don't forget that I said I wasn't a brilliant child. Neither was I, though. But I just needed somebody to, Someone that knows how to handle children to teach me. I don't need a soldier man to teach me. That man will teach us lesson. And when he's teaching us like this, around by the time he asks me one question, if I say hello Donie, oh man kankan, hello the kankan shikuro jare go to the me. Those were the things that I went through in that house. When we close from school, sadness will be inside of me. You see, one of the reasons why I said I'm trying so hard not to cry. I'm kind of an emotional person, you know, but in all my videos, I'm going to try not to cry. He will say, baby, you know, he would just abuse me, and he would have taught his children. Apart from me, there was one boy called Ayo. I can't remember him even if I see him today. He was my mate. He's not their child. He used to come to their house as well. But his dad does not stay long before the dad comes to pick him. No. The dad picks him like 20 minutes after we get there. That's when the daddy picks him. So he doesn't have to do lesson with us. In fact, if he does lesson, if that man is teaching us the lesson, before we will do one, his daddy would have come and taken him away. You know? And then when you see Ayo, you will know that in his house, they show him affection, sha. You know? His daddy will come and pick him. And when this man finished teaching us, so all of a sudden we just say, oh yeah, the lack of national anthem. Abi Koko national anthem. That is sing the national anthem. Me, I will now stand up. Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call be to sa. Kò túmọ̀ national anthem mú kọ. Alólódò ni ẹ́. Olódò ni ẹ́, kò sí nǹkan kan tó mọ̀ ṣe. He will be abusing me. You know, when he wants to abuse me, that's when he will just stand up angrily. He will finish abusing me. He will just stand up angrily and walk away. This is a man that's got like 10 children. And at that time, he's got 3 older than I am. I'm the age mate of his 4th child. And he will be treating me with hatred. It's not like he ever met my dad. It's not like he ever met my dad that will be like he knows he has a relationship with my dad that didn't end well or something. It was only my mom that was his wife's friend. Or is, let me not use the word was, because all of them are alive as I speak. You know, I have sinned. So, if we get home, that house, their mom used to prepare our lunch before we get there. Now it's a big house. They have a dining table. In my house, we don't have a dining table. We're living in a 1-room apartment. But they were living in about 3-bedroom apartments. Yeah. Their mommy has one, their daddy has one, the children, about 4. The boys have one, the girls have one, you know, big house. So they have a dining table. So their mom will prepare our lunch and cover it and put our name on it. It's that house that made me to hate semo. And now I used to eat semo. In fact, I prepare semo. Let me show you. Let me show you. I prepare semo. But that house, when I was there, the way they prepared their semo, and their soup, ogbono soup, obe akmo. Oh my God, it was terrible. I hated semo. But I dare not complain. I will eat it new. And During the eating, after the eating, fear go dey inside my mind. Because when their daddy comes like this, it's listen, you today. The man is today. My blessing, my booming sin. My blessing, my sock, my blessing, my soul. You know, those are the things that I went through in that house. The house was a bus stop away from my house. I'll pause it here. We'll continue tomorrow, and I'll tell you how I escaped from that torture. You see, I've always been a fighter. I've always been such a person that finds herself in an unpleasant situation. If the thing go, they sweet, they go, another thing will just happen. So I escaped from that house. I will continue tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of today. Bye.